I think we have a fantastic reputation for actually achieving what our vision is, outstanding theatre for everyone. And that reputation's been, sustained for many, many years. People want to come and see high quality drama in a place that's renowned for it, but also welcoming and quirky. And so that's why I think, we don't struggle for audiences really.
From the AGM report, we can see that light, heat, rent, rates and insurance were higher this year. Will this affect on anything?
Yeah, it will, inevitably. Richard Gissing gave us a stat at the AGM last month. It was something like, before lockdown, our costs were under £3,000 over the year for heating and lighting, and now up at something like 20 odd £1,000, just to give you some idea. And we're still doing the same plays with the same sort of usage of the utilities. So that's going to have to be reflected in our price review, which is planned for, probably early next year.
Could you inform us about the building changes?
Yeah, well, you're standing amongst them, as we are here today. So the key focus is making our building easier to get into, and once you're in it, easier to get around it. And that really links into diversity and inclusion, because the more accessible our theatre is, the more likely it is that people who have different sort of abilities, physical abilities, limitations, whatever they might be, can come and see our shows and take part in our shows. So what we're going to see, hopefully in the next, after 2.5 more months or so, we'll have a brand new foyer with 2 toilets downstairs, one ambulant one, which means it's kind of for everybody, and one accessible toilet downstairs, a brand new lift, which is bespoke. It's being manufactured in Sweden at the moment, and that's going to be delivered to the supplier in September, and then it's going to be installed on schedule probably early October, that sort of time.
So at the moment, when people come for the September and October show, they're going to enter from the existing
That's right, yeah.
stairs.
The way you get into and out of the theatre for the audience will remain the same for 2 or 3 more months. The bar shows will be a bit different, of course, because there will be a partition up in front of where the old bar used to be. So the wall will be moved in by, there will be a couple of metres less space at that end for the time being. And the September show, for example, is going to be, the actual action is going to go on at the far end, over by the kitchen end.
Did they start rehearsing it?
They've started. I was there last night watching some of the rehearsals. So yes, they're in rehearsals for that.
Do you know how many seats will be available?
Well, we're hoping for 40. For the previous bar, we probably thought about 45, 46 would be about right. So we've done a sort of an experiment to sort of lay out the typical seating that's going to be there in the new configuration. And, we think 40-ish. But we are planning from the 2026 season to introduce a matinee show for the bar on the Saturday afternoon. So Saturdays will have the matinee in the afternoon and an evening performance. So one extra performance, which will mean that if we're getting good numbers, there shouldn't be any reduction in the overall occupancy for a run. I think all the volunteers who've got involved in this work have done a fantastic job, and on behalf of the board, we'd like to thank them hugely for the efforts they put in. You've just seen Tony now. Here we are on a Friday tea time, working hard on the bar. And Tony in particular, along with Peter Yolland, has done a wonderful job to get the bar in place and to clear up. And Peter, for example, rather than throwing things away, has taken certain things to an auction so that they've got some value back, rather than just to chuck them away. So, those two have done a sterling job, but many people have pitched up on consecutive days to help clear stuff out and to do all the dirty work whilst preparing for the builders to come along. So, really, as a volunteer theatre, we've done a great job, and we couldn't do it without them.